Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine Note YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about route of drug administration. The following are different ways in which the therapeutic agent could be given to a patient. These are the following ways in which the drugs can be given to a patient. And in this video, we are going to see about the routes of drug administration, which is these are the 4 ways which the drugs can be given: enteral, parenteral, inhalation, and topical or local application is above the skin. Enteral. In this video, we will see about enteral. Enteral is an oral or per OS. In Latin, it is known as per OS. Oral means oral route by mouth. The drugs which are taken by mouth. Advantage. The oral route is the most common route of administration, and it is safe, convenient and cheap, and does not require the service of the skilled person. And this does not require any service of the doctors or any nurses. This can be taken by the own patient itself. Disadvantages. These are the advantages of the oral route, the drugs taken by the oral route. And the disadvantages are some drugs are unpalatable, which is bitter in taste, and cause irritation to the intestinal tract, resulting in nausea, vomiting and diarrhea. Nausea means vomiting sensation, and which results in vomiting and diarrhea. In particular, if these are given before meal, in these patients, this causes irritation in the intestinal tract. So these drugs are given after meal. Mostly these drugs can be avoided, but if it cannot be avoided, then we should give these drugs before the meal. Some drugs are destroyed by the intestinal enzymes. Example, insulin is destroyed by the intestinal enzyme. So it is given in subcutaneous method. Some drugs are destroyed. Some drugs which is insulin can be destroyed when it is given orally by the interstitial enzymes. So it is given subcutaneously. In case of emergency, when quick action of a drug is desired, this route is not suitable. In case of any emergency situation, the action of the drug should be quicker. So this oral route generally takes 10 to 15 minutes for the action, but it is not quicker. For emergency cases, this cannot be done. So this is a disadvantages of the oral route. And this route is not suitable in cases of unconscious patient. If the patient is unconscious, this drug which is used in oral routes cannot be given. There is necessity of cooperation of the patient. So if the patient is not cooperative, these drugs cannot be given orally. A very important factor that the blood from the intestinal tract passes by a portal vein of the liver, where the drug may be metabolized to the great extent before being distributed to the site of action. And thus the oral route is not recommended for the drug undergoing extensive first pass effect. This first pass effect means first the drug enters the liver and gets metabolized. So there is the action of the drug is reduced 20 to 30%. The action of the drug is reduced. If the action of a drug produces 100% when it enters the liver, and this is known as first pass effect, and the action is reduced after coming out of the liver, and this reduces the action, and this can be compensated by the giving more dosage of the drug. The first pass effect. The first pass effect may be defined as the loss of drug as it passes through the gastrointestinal membrane and the liver for the first time during the absorption process of the oral administration. This is also known as pre-systemic elimination. Sublingual. It is a tablet is placed under the tongue, and the absorption from the oral mucosa is rapid and uniform. And this route has a special importance for certain drug. Here the drug is kept under the tongue and it gets dissolved by it is absorbed by the oral mucosa, and it is rapid. The action is rapid. It's not like the oral route. which take 10 to 15 minutes. Here the action is rapid, and this route has a special importance for certain drugs. Nitroglycerin is effective when it is given sublingually, and it is ineffective when administered orally. Nitroglycerin is a drug which is given sublingually. When it is given orally, it is not much effective as sublingually. And this reason is why the drug have very high lipid solubility. The reason of this they kept in sublingual is the drug is very high lipid solubility. Action is quicker than the oral route, and it is a major advantage. And the major advantage includes this route is venous drainage from the mouth and the buccal cavity. This route is that the venous drainage from the mouth and the buccal cavity is poured in the superior vena cava, and the drug is saved from the first pass effect. The major advantage is this route does not go first pass effect because it is given sublingually, so the venous region of the buccal cavity is poured directly into the heart, not into the liver, and it is metabolized. So this does not go first pass effect. And the third one is rectal administration. It is a part of enteral route, which is rectal administration. First one is we have seen is oral route, second one is sublingually, as well as third one is rectal administration. The drug may be given rectally for systemic effect. The patient is either unconscious or vomiting. These drugs are given rectally in the rectum, and these are given to these are mainly useful to the patient who is unconscious and the patient who is vomiting. However, the absorption of the rectum is irregular and incomplete and may cause irritation to the rectal mucosa. In some of the cases, it may cause irritation to the mucosa, and the absorption of the drug is irregular. Also, 25% of the drug is absorbed by the rectum, passes through the liver before entering the systemic circulation. So this undergo first pass effect, and 75% of the drug goes directly to the inferior vena cava. And this rectal administration, the 25% of the drug passes to the liver, so it undergoes first pass effect, and remaining 75% of the drug directly goes to inferior vena cava. The drug administered rectally are in the form of suppository. Suppository means hard, conical or bullet-shaped preparation. Here, the drug which is administered rectally which looks like hard and conical and bullet-shaped, and this is known as suppository. For example, ergotamine for the treatment of migraine. Another for preparation of rectal administration is enema, the solution or suspension of the drug in the water and some other vehicle. Here the enema is given by the drug is added to a water, and the enema is given rectally. The suppository may also be given for local treatment of rectal condition, example benzocaine, and is used to relieve itching and caused by hemorrhoids, which is piles. Disadvantage: the patient may be embarrassed. First, they doesn't like this treatment because it is given rectally. The inflammation of the rectum may occur due to repeated administration. The absorption is irregular, and especially the rectum is not emptied. And these are the given enterally. These are the routes which are given enterally. In next video, we will see about the drugs which are given parenterally. Thank you.